Hello, welcome to Saturday Afternoon Adventures. I'm your host, Robot Spacer.
And I'm also here.
Today,
Sorry,
doing all right back there?
my laptop wasn't muted. Sorry.
That's okay. Hello, 6-7 and Silver Streak. Good to see you both. Is this the Sierra May Disney Movie channel? It might be. We are going to start King's Quest VII today, which the box is so big. This is version 2.0, the Windows version. This is not actually the version I'm playing, but I think it's effectively the same one. The one we're playing is from GOG. But I'm pretty sure it's the same. So King's Quest VII came out in November of 1994. Oh, before we start talking about King's Quest VII, I did want to mention, I posted this on Discord, but if anyone missed it and is interested, I did a complete playthrough of King's Quest VI that actually includes the Jalo quest line and all the conversations and best ending and maximum points. So that was fun to play through that and see the very big differences that makes in certain things. So there's the link to that, and also a link to my complete YouTube playlist I've done off-stream runs of a lot of the King's Quest games. Skipped a couple. But just the ones where I wanted to go back and get all the things I missed, basically. Was 9 and very excited. Geez, how...
1994.
Yeah. That was... I was close to graduating high school then. So, I was a little bit older than 9.
Same year Jurassic Park came out.
Seems like around the same time-ish, at least. I don't know the exact year.
1993 for Jurassic Park, so.
Okay.
For some reason, I am able to remember my approximate age when Jurassic Park came out, but my brain cannot retain the information as to how old I was during any other random year.
Fascinating.
I mean, for specifically that phase of my youth, I guess, like from like the dates that I started high school and things like that, I'm able to remember.
Silver says, I get this. This is how I remember when Kia's birthday is. Same year as Tron. Nice.
Same year as me, actually.
My brain does not work very well in regards to time. I can definitely remember certain things relative to other certain things, but if you ask me to give a year when that happened, odds are I will have no idea. So King's Quest VII was very interestingly written by Lorelei Shannon, who, if you've tuned into my Spooky Tuesday streams, might recognize as the creator, the writer and designer of Phantasmagoria 2. But it gets even more interesting. Designed by Lorelei Shannon, along with, of course, Roberta Williams, and directed by Roberta Williams, Lorelei Shannon, and Andy Hoyos, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, who directed Phantasmagoria 2. And Andy Hoyos was also the art director on this game, which I kind of think he might have been on Phantasmagoria as well. But so kind of an interesting, like very similar team, which is especially interesting because the entire like interface and gameplay style has more in common with Sierra's FMV games than any of their earlier games. Like it's the interface is simplified. You no longer have a bunch of different icons to choose what type of action you're doing. Like you just mouse over things and the cursor highlights and you click to interact with it. You got a inventory bar at the bottom. There's just a single look button that you can use with the inventory, and that gives you like a 3D interface where you can spin the object around and stuff. We have certain screens pan from side to side, which is another thing we saw in some of their FMV games. But this actually came out before any of their FMV games. Although the original Phantasmagoria, I believe, was in development before this game came out. I'm not sure exactly like how things overlapped there. In some later streams, I'll go through some interaction magazines I had from the time, and hopefully we can kind of figure out more about how the development of these different games overlapped a little bit, because I am very curious about that. Warning, this is very different narrative than Phantasmagoria 2. Yes, I expect so. 7 says, honestly, what Sierra game I was playing is the easiest touchstone for what happened when for me back then. I have, related to all this discussion, I have very strong memories of, for some reason, 3 things linked in my brain. King's Quest 3, mowing the lawn, and some particular Fresh Prince album I was listening to a lot at the time. I can't remember which one that was. But like, those things are all just a mash in my head. And like, if I like see King's Quest 3, like I remember that just comes all rushing back into my head. My brain does lots of weird things like that. So let's see what else we have. The first and only game, King's Quest game, where you get to play as 2 different characters, Queen Valinus and Princess Rosella. We also have 2 endings in this one. Really, in the last one, we had a lot of variations on endings. Actually, I never did go back and play the shorter route to completing the game, so I'm not sure how is that a like distinctly different style of ending, or is that just like another variation? I'm not sure. Let's see. As I alluded to in here, this is a better example. My
oh no, the glare.
Notification about the stream. This is a very Disney influenced game. So it's a much different look from the previous King's Quest games. They did a like traditional animation style. The backgrounds are hand painted and scanned like the past couple of games. But with the characters, they drew them by hand and pencil. I'm not sure if they did any sort of like rotoscoping like they did with 5 and 6, but they were hand drawn and then scanned in and digitally like touched up and colored with a like very like 2D cell animation style, which is much different from what we've seen so far. And Andy Hoyle said he was specifically inspired by the bright, colorful look of Aladdin from Disney. This was also the first time they used a animation house outside of Sierra, specifically in Russia and Croatia, and the people they worked with didn't actually have any experience with computer games at all. This is from Wikipedia. I assume they were, places that traditionally did, movie or TV animation, stuff like that. And then, as you see on the box here, this is version 2.0. Enhanced for Windows 95, DOS and Windows 3.1 versions also included. And there's a little booklet I'll show in a bit that notes that, here actually, this sheet here notes that this version now supports MS-DOS, which might make it run a little better on your computer. So I think there were a lot of performance issues. It was very buggy in general. It sounds like the initial release was a bit rushed. According to a comment on Moby Games, it wasn't actually completable in its original 1.0 form. It wasn't completable until a couple of months later after they released some patches for the game. Which is kind of wild. And then in 95, the next year, they released version 2.0 that had more significant improvements, also improved the save system. I didn't come across a lot of details about how the save system was lacking initially, but you can see when we get into it, the way it works is a lot more like, again, the Phantasmagoria games, especially the first one, where you can start at any chapter you want. It's kind of like a progression through the game. Like there's a little like progress meter kind of thing, and it's more of like a bookmark system than what we normally get in Sierra games. The original release was just saves per chapters, if I remember right. Oh, so maybe they added like more fine-grained saving, like in the middle of the chapter. That makes sense, because that seemed to be, from what I could tell, how it works in the version we're playing. Let's see, what else did I want to mention? This is the only game where King Graham does not appear at all.
Not even a little bit?
Not even a little bit. Wow. Apparently, there is like a line of dialogue you can find on the CD where King Graham says, "Ladies, I was getting worried you're 15 minutes late for lunch." But they cut that line. Also interesting, it was voiced by Danny Delk, a different voice actor than who played King Graham previously, Josh Mandel. I believe Danny Delk did some other voices in this game. And then the subtitle on this game is... it's actually... In this version 2.0 box, they don't actually show the subtitle on the cover, but it is on the CD, The Princeless Bride, which is obviously a play on The Princess Bride, and the game is about Rosella, who has not found a husband yet, and her mother is very concerned, I believe. Apparently, they also considered, according to Moby Games, What's Lava Got to Do with It? And Rosella versus the Volcano. I have played this game before, but I don't remember much, but presumably a volcano features very prominently.
There is a volcano on the front of the box, I am seeing now.
So... That's all my notes I wanted to share about the game. Let's take a look at things here. What's lava got to do with it is exactly the kind of pun Sierra would make. Yes. Here we go. So here again is the box, quite large. Again, this is the Windows/DOS version. Apparently it did come out for Mac. At least that's what Wikipedia said. But around this time, we had a Windows computer at home, so I guess that's the version I went with. So the back of the box says, "Plunge headlong into a land of danger and discovery." You got lots of screenshots where you can kind of see the art style. There's Rosella with some evil witch character, I guess, over her, and there's Queen Valinus down here in the desert. Match wits with an evil enchantress bent on a kingdom's destruction. Take up the challenge of King's Quest VII, the Princeless Bride, the 7th and most exciting chapter in the world's best-selling computer adventure series. Amazing animation and an incredible soundtrack surround this engaging story as you play 2 separate characters in 6 alternating chapters. Travel through a series of remarkable worlds, from a dark land below ground to a mysterious land in the clouds. Every turn yields both secret and salvation, and every mystery you solve brings you closer to the fiery confrontation that determines the fate of an entire kingdom. Billboard magazine says this is the best installment of the classic computer game series. Strong words. We have some notes next to the photos or screenshots here. Danger lurks around every corner in a story filled with surprise and suspense. Encounter hordes of horrendous opponents who repeatedly test your skill. Feature film quality animation turns a cleverly told story into spectacular multimedia entertainment. Unfortunately, I got a little damage in my box here. With ancient clues and secret codes, your journey takes you to mysterious worlds. Multiple worlds. And of course, we have a photo of Roberta Williams, the author and designer of the King's Quest series, as well as the new blockbuster Phantasmagoria, and is heralded by USA Today as the undisputed queen of computer adventure writers. And then on the front, rather than the subtitle, it says, "Save a kingdom from its fiery doom." And then inside, of course, we have the jewel case and a few different bits of paper. Of course, we've got your register today, and you could win $1,000 in Sierra software plus a free copy of Interaction Magazine. Naturally, I filled that out and sent it in right away. We have a little leaflet here about the new features in version 2.0. Of course, as we mentioned, MS-DOS support, autoplay in Windows 95. Oh my gosh, you can pop the CD in and it starts playing immediately. Incredible development. Installation happens automatically. Save and restore. You can now save and restore your King's Quest VII game. Press the Escape or F5 key and the following menu will appear. Bookmarks represent saved games. Click on the button next to your choice. So it sounds like there wasn't really any saving, like you just had the chapter select in the original game, is what it sounds like. And we also have character speed control. King's Quest VII now allows you to control your character speed during gameplay. Just press the plus and minus keys to change speed settings. If you would like your character to move at an average speed, press the equal sign. Good to know. And then last but not least, we have this little booklet of adventuring tips. So you want to go adventuring? Attention, hints, puzzle solutions, and strategies inside. I was curious if this came with the original release or not. Didn't see any mention of that anywhere. This majority of this is kind of a walkthrough for like the first section of the game, just to kind of give you a feel of how to approach the game. So we're not going to read all that. We are, of course, going to read the basic tips just to know what we're in for here. Welcome to King's Quest VII, a magical interactive experience for the entire family. The goal of your quest is to reunite Rosella, the Princess of Daventry, with her mother, the good Queen Valinus. You will take turns playing each woman in alternating chapters as they search for one another throughout strange lands populated by bizarre and colorful characters. This fold-out will help you through the first few scenes of King's Quest VII. Experienced or independently minded players may not want to avail themselves of this assistance. First, make sure you've read the booklet in the CD-ROM jewel case. There you will find indispensable information about game startup, the player interface, and general gaming strategy. Begin playing Chapter 1. This foldout will assist you. Once you get the hang of how an adventure game works, your curiosity and intuition will take over and you'll be well on your way. Some additional tips. If the cursor appears as a crown, sit back and watch. You have control when the wand cursor appears. Click on objects that make the wand sparkle. So we have a hint of what we can interact with when we mouse over it. Try clicking more than once to see what happens. Ooh. Hello, Yuki Moonlight. Oh, how fun. A King's Quest VII stream. Are we just starting or am I late? We are just starting. We are reading the manual to make sure we know what to expect here. I have played this game before, but it's been a long time, and I've been playing through the whole series, so I like to refresh myself on just what their expectations were for players at the time. Guess you have to stay up late then. Yeah, so I'll be playing this for the next few hours and then continuing every week until we get through the game. To see an inventory item in 3D, select it and then click on the eye in the icon bar. Hold the button down and move the mouse to rotate the object. Be sure to look at everything you collect, as some objects are more than they first appear. So again, like the FMV games, we have that 3D interface and we can perhaps find some secrets and objects there. If a selected inventory item turns white when it's moved over something, click and see what happens. If no action is associated with a certain spot, an X appears when you click. Be aware that if something could harm you in real life, it probably will injure your character as well. However, if a fatality does occur, you will be given a chance to try again, an option generally unavailable in the real world. Thanks for pointing that out, Sierra. The big K on the icon bar is there for decorative purposes only, so stop clicking on it already. And stay alert, look at everything, ask yourself questions, try everything, adventure on. Lots of great tips. So then we have the jewel case. I believe this is the cover art they used on the original box. And there's the disc, all on a single CD. Incredible. So, I won't read through all of this. I think we can safely skip the Windows installation instructions, but we'll see if there's anything of particular interest. We have the interface, tips about the cursor, which we pretty much already went over. Inventory objects. 1. Taking inventory objects. Sometimes when you click your cursor on an object on the screen, you will take that object and it will appear in your inventory at the bottom of the screen. And an example apparently is a wind-up mouse. Examining inventory objects. You can examine your inventory objects more closely by clicking on the object and making it your cursor. Again, we pretty much already read this. Can manipulate objects, can combine inventory objects. Some inventory objects can be combined with others to create a new inventory object. To do this, click on an inventory item. It will become your cursor. Now click that item on the inventory item with which you wish to combine it. If the two items can be combined, they will become a third item, which will now be located in your inventory. We have a controls icon, which is a red orb thing in the corner. There's an interesting slider that comes up on certain screens where you can pan back and forth across the scrolling screen. We have a fast forward button. It will appear when you're in a cartoon scene. You can click the fast forward button to fast forward to the end of the sequence. Be warned, if you've never played the game before, you may miss something important. So we will not be using that button very much unless we have to backtrack. Hey, Fight Magic Item Run. Wow, they used to make PDFs into physical things. Yes! Astonishing. They printed them out on paper and included them with these weird round things. Very shiny. I guess you could put that in a computer or something?
Oh, I've used those tied to string on my tomato cages to scare off birds.
Oh, yeah.
They were not very effective.
Elvish Cat, hello. Good to see you. Oh my god, hi. This is my first King's Quest game. Wonderful. This, as I've mentioned on previous streams, 3 was my first King's Quest game. And as I mentioned a bit ago, I was in high school when this game came out, so I'm a very old person. Let's see, we have the hint number, which probably does no longer work. 75 cents per minute.
Yikes.
Yeah. And you must have a parent's permission if you're
in
under 18.
$1994 too. Wow.
Got it on a demo disc on the front of PC Power Play magazine. Nice. We also have customer service and some other hint options. Dial up the BBS, and then I got some nice artwork throughout the rest of the booklet here, along with the Sierra No Risk Guarantee. The promise: we want you to be happy with every Sierra product you purchase from us, period. If for any reason you're unhappy with the product, return it within 30 days for an exchange or a full refund, even if you bought it retail. Hardware ordered direct must be returned within 10 days. The only catch: you've got to tell us why you don't like the game. Otherwise, we'll never get better. Send it back to us and we promise we'll make things right. More artwork, and then a lovely shot of the development team and all the credits. So many credits on this one. And again, some illustrations in the background here. And that's it. So, should we play this game or what? I think maybe we should. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to go over before we get started. Oh, I do need to grab all my note-taking supplies. Very important. I was born in the year this came out. Wow. 1994. King's Quest 7. So that's my note-taking book, and then I've also got some paper here. I didn't see any mention that we should make maps, but I think we're going to anyways.
You gotta.
Yeah. So, the next game, Mask of Eternity, they make the map for us. So this is our last King's Quest where we get to make maps. So I think we got to take advantage of that opportunity.
The farewell map tour.
Yes. So we're going to start out with the intro here, which is a lovely cartoon, and I believe features the only musical song in the entire game.
Oh.
So let's go.
Up on Mama's feet when we're dancing.
All right, I admit Prince Rupert is, well, he's a bit awkward, dear.
That's putting it mildly.
But speaking of princes, my pretty daughter, it really is time you thought about getting married.
Oh, Mother.
Now, Rosella, you're nearly 20 years old. Most of your friends are already married.
Mother, I'm not ready. There are so many things I haven't done yet. I want to have fun.
But, Rosella, I happen to know that Prince Throckmorton of Montecore is just mad about you.
Prince Throckmorton? Mother, he's so boring.
He's not boring, Rosella. He's reliable. And he's so handsome. He has the most beautiful smile, don't you think? And he's so intelligent. How many young men do you know whose hobby is conjugating Latin verbs? And you know you should consider yourself lucky. Every princess in the known world is just dying to marry Prince Throckmorton. You really must strike while the iron is hot, Rosella. That's why I've invited the prince to... Rosella!
Oh, no.
So I have two comments.
Yes.
First is that it is interesting that Rosella's eyebrows are pure black when her hair is very light blonde, and if you compare with her mother's eyebrows match her hair color. The second thing, I looked up the credits on IMDb because I wanted to see if I could find any information about the Russian and Croatian animation houses.
Yeah.
And I saw Animation Magic Inc. in the credits a lot, which is actually an American-Russian company.
Okay.
Like, founded in Maryland, but had, like, subsidiaries in Russia, etc. Also worked on Wand of Gamelon.
Oh.
That infamously badly animated Zelda game for the 3DO.
Right. Huh. Okay, so... Did that come later? Because we were told by Wikipedia that the studios that helped out
I unfortunately
did not have computer game experience.
Close that tab. One moment.
I'm very behind on chat. Hello, David Alexander. Great to see you. Love that Roberta emote. Yuki Moonlight says, I remember replaying the intro so many times as a child and I didn't understand a single word of English. Funny enough, they translated the conversation in the intro, but not in the song. Yeah, I'm curious. Hopefully we have subtitles in the game. I'm not sure about that. They're nice to have. That just reminded me of that. And yes, the characters only had 4 fingers.
The thing that the quote about the animation houses not doing games before. That quote is so vague.
Right.
That it's possible that they outsource like the actual like frame by frame animations to animators that hadn't worked on computer games before. But as far as I can tell, the company Animation Magic Inc. Basically only worked on video games.
Wand of Gamelon was late 93, says Silver.
Yeah.
Just noticed this, they did some in-house animation specifically in Chapter 6, which I believe is the final chapter, which is interesting.
I was mainly looking it up because I know that there have been some very beautifully animated Russian-made films, over the decades, and I was curious what I would learn, and I was not expecting the Wand of fucking Gamelon.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I would say the animation here is well below your typical movie or even higher quality TV animation.
Right.
But let's start a new game. I guess I'll just use my name here. Which chapter? I think we'll start at the beginning. Seems reasonable. Chapter 1, Where in the Blazes Am I?
My daughter! Rosella, where are you? Blast!
Oh, drat.
What is this place? Where is my Rosella, my child?
Did Alexander's... Oh, excuse me.
It's not over.
Is that a jackalope?
Possibly?
Do you understand why they outsourced it all? They should have been Scrooge McDuck diving into piles and piles of Sierra bucks right before this time. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, I assume a lot of it was, you know, obviously they wanted to do, you know, Disney-style approach to this game. I assume there's a lot more animation overall than they had in any previous game, and it was just too much for the people they had in-house to handle it. So here we're in our first, as I mentioned, we have this interesting little scrolling interface here. Oh, I can't. Again?
Excuse me?
I can't go all the way over, which is odd. But we can pan all the way over this way. And then we've got this eye icon here. As mentioned, this is decorative. I'm going to click on it just because the manual told me not to, but it doesn't do anything. This orb over here brings up this menu. Movie size half. Okay, we want full. That seemed like it was full. Scrolling on. That's all good. So we have Rosella's hair comb in our inventory here. And we can spin it around. I read a little bit of the walkthrough that was in that booklet just to figure out that it was indeed just a walkthrough and not something I wanted to look through. But it seemed to encourage looking at the comb, I think. But I don't really see anything to do with it. So maybe that was just wanted to point out that you can inspect things thoroughly. We'll put that back. And I think we want to pick up this piece of dress here.
Never know when a piece of dress will come in handy.
So now we have that in our inventory too. Ripped petticoat. Can we combine the comb and the petticoat? No. Okay, so I'm going to start... I'm trying to think how detailed I want to be here. I guess what I've settled on is a little bit, but not too much. So we've got a path coming through here. And that winds off to the right. Got a tree and some rocks. And we'll label this start. You got the maiden's hair for the spell, just need the oak embers. I'm guessing there... Is Alexander the only one that's done magic in the King's Quest series?
Maybe.
Like, obviously we had casting spells in 3 and 6. I can't think if there's anything like that in the others, but I'm thinking no. Graham did magic. Oh, right. In the form of copy protection magic, mostly. But you're right. In 5, we did have that. Thank you for pointing that out. I guess it's hard to color these when I'm being really vague with details, but... I feel like if I get too detailed, we'll be here all day. We got a stick over here. That looks pretty interesting, right? I'm docking this game 1 point for lack of Jalo.
It's interesting how silent this is.
Yeah.
And when it's not silent, it's very jarring.
Yes. I thought when I was testing things out... Thank you for that follow. Good to have you here. It's quiet late here, so I'm heading to bed. Gonna catch up on the VOD, hopefully, and catch your stream again soon. Have fun playing. See you. Thanks so much, and thanks for coming by, and appreciate the follow. Have a good night. It's AFK, but so pleased to see this game. I know some people hate the art style, but I love it. Yeah, I like I said, I definitely wasn't a fan when it came out.
I'm not sure I was aware that this existed when it came out, which is interesting because I did play King's Quest IV and I did like it quite a bit, but I suppose maybe I just wasn't playing computer games that much by then.
Right. I mean, obviously you weren't like a King's Quest diehard like I was.
Right.
Not playing every single game. So that makes sense.
I wonder if that was when I had my Genesis.
I feel like the last couple games we had a lot more ambient sound and music. So this does seem like a departure from those. But yeah, it's interesting how quiet it is here. What are these sparklies? Okay, now we can go all the way over here. And there's this whole fascinating...
Salt crystals.
Oh.
How odd.
Fascinating statue here. Okay, so we have some salt crystals and a stick now. Perfect. I think that's everything we need. Basically won the game now.
Good job.
They're like cubes. Is this like an extreme close-up? Can we combine the salt and the stick? No. Oh.
Eh?
Okay. I was very confused by that transition,
Yeah.
but she's looking into the pool, and we can see now that there's something down there. I don't think I finished saying, like, I was not a big fan of the style. Like, I love the 6 was, like, the ideal King's Quest look to me. So this change I didn't appreciate at the time, but I'm very curious to see what I think of this game now that I've had some time away from it, and definitely am able to appreciate games from this time period in a different light now. So I'm excited to see the rest of it. Definitely, like, the backgrounds look great. I can definitely see the bright colored Aladdin influence. So we got this statue with the bowl here. Indeed. David Alexander says, I remember seeing it on store shelves when I was younger, but I was turned off by the new style. I never got further than 10 or 20 minutes in once I did pick it up. I'm honestly kind of just assuming that I finished it, which I don't 100% know is correct, but I feel like I probably did. But I remember so little of it that I feel like this is going to seem like a very new experience. Salty Stick is the most OP weapon in the game. Oh, gosh. I don't know that we have anything that makes sense to put in this bowl yet. I'm guessing this statue and bowl situation is somehow related to getting in this well. And this is probably something we'll come back to. It's my theory. So let's maybe walk around a little more. Oh, there's symbols on the base of the statue. Aha. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we have some skulls in like a pot of water. We have a person crying into a bowl, which may be the bowl on the statue. And my take on this is we need to put salty water into the bowl. Perhaps this is the use for our salt, or maybe we actually need to cry. And then there's like this big drop that's got a skull in it. I don't. Is that poison?
Is that the case? Let's say the pot with skulls in it is perhaps. I can't think of a less dramatic term than the waters of death.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
like, you need to find
River
something.
Styx water? Is that what we need?
You need to find something that looks like water that has some skulls floating in it, and then collect some of it.
Okay.
Is one way that it.
Oh, and then we put a drop of that into the bowl along with our tears.
A drop of the water from the container full of skulls.
And then we got a hand with the ear of corn, which I am guessing is the other hand of the statue. And then we need to drink from the bowl? I guess? I don't know.
To progress, you must cry. Sure is a mood.
Hello, robots friend. Good to see you. Is sure our statue symbols are... Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. There's a big old exit button in the corner.
The Taco Bell picture menu says 6-7.
So we can go up, we can go down, we can go left, we can basically go in any direction, I think, here. Is this little... Oh, maybe we can't scroll the character off the screen. This is a weird... I'm not entirely sure why this thing is here. It doesn't seem that useful if we can't pan all the way across. Like, we gotta walk over to scroll more. Anyways. We're just making flamin' hot Cheetos, aren't we? Maybe. It's a good theory. Is this... Oh. Here's our friends again. And I've got the crown icon, so I can't... I can't interact with them when they zoom by. But I guess it's just drawing my attention to their existence, and perhaps they're off to the right here. I can't tell you why, but I want to go up this way. I vaguely remember there being one very specific use for the scroll bar later in the game, but I might be misremembering. Interesting. Oh, this is... All of this is interesting. We can turn off scrolling, which is interesting. I tried this when I was setting things up, and it seems to basically split the scrolling screens into like distinct sections. But we've got one thing that's definitely a cave, and then a couple smaller openings. We've got some dripping water here. And we've got more symbols over this small hole. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. What? So we've got death water again. We've got 4 dashes and then 3 drops going on to the 3rd dash. And then this looks like a bowl upside down with a hand on top of it. And then the container of death water has been emptied is what I'm getting from this final illustration.
Weird.
Like, is this... We're dumping the bowl of death water onto the 3rd of 4... spots? Should I be writing these symbols down?
Possibly.
Or should I just assume I can come back here to observe if we need to? Okay. Exit. Oh, and there's another hole here. What is all? I'm so confused. There's more. Huh. Okay, so I can interact with this hole, but not this one. Let's find out what happens.
Hello?
Jump scare.
Okay, so this is where Rude Bugs Bunny lives. Also, my map is already a mess because I didn't realize this was a scrolling screen when we got to it. So I guess I'm just going to have to do this. I'm going to go back over here. Hit him with the salty stick. Okay. Drip, drip. I don't have any containers yet, which, if I did have a container, I would attempt to collect some of this water. I'm just going to label this jackalope. Everybody in chat saying jackalope, so I'm just assuming like they actually refer to this character as a jackalope.
It's a rabbit with antlers, right?
Yeah, Silver, I was wondering if disabling scrolling would make mapping simpler, but you know what? I'm just going to go with it. We'll manage somehow.
If it's a rabbit with antlers, I don't know what else I would call it than a jackalope.
Yeah. Oh, we got some footprints over here. It's like bear prints almost. I knew she was going to do that. Like, what game am I thinking of? There was a game we played on stream at one point that had a similar, like, frequent issue where, like, the character would not voice their thoughts in any way.
I feel like it was Phantasmagoria.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So clearly the same approach here. Oh, it just keeps on scrolling. Okay. And we've got like this is clearly an opening. Like there's an arrow above here and it's like kind of door sized, right? So I feel like there's got to be some way to make this large mouth open up. And also the large prints are going straight towards that. So clearly there's a bear in there.
Seems bad.
Lots of Gabriel going, Yeah, I feel like he was a little better about voicing his thoughts. Sometimes too much. Everything is just orange so far. Is this... There's like a fruit on this tree? A spiky tree. Cactus.
Ouch! Blast! I can't reach it.
Okay, so we need some kind of grabber or some gloves or something. This we can interact with. Stop.
Well, that gourd doesn't look very good to eat. It's all dried out.
Oh, okay.
This sand is damp.
Wonder why that is. I'm not going to go in that cave yet. Oh, we have a little door over here. So the main thing I'm getting out of the scrolling interface so far is like the way it's designed, like, you know, as I've said, you can't scroll your character off the screen, which has made it hard for me to like figure out when we've seen the edges of the screen. It's a little hard to keep track of. Like, I feel like even separate from my mapping troubles, this is a little odd. Anyways, is this related to the jackalope or separate?
What's it say on the sign?
It says rare curiosities. Oh!
Who can that be? I cannot see.
It's a blind mouse, apparently. Oh!
Jeez.
Wow!
That was uncalled
Of
for.
all the rude, inconsiderate...
Okay, so when he popped out there, I couldn't help but notice there was like a sparkle on his eyes, and the mouse can't see.
Okay.
So I think the jackalope, being a very rude character, has stolen the mouse's glasses.
Ah.
So I think probably we need to get them back.
Okay.
But I missed my chance to interact. I'm gonna see if I can say hello to the mouse.
Who can that be? I cannot see.
I am Valenice of Daventry, good sir. Is there a problem with your eyes?
But awful rotten jackalope has swiped my glasses. I can't cope. Normally I'd trade with you, but since I'm blind, my day's through.
Okay. Sparkle on his eyes? It's the genie. Oh no. I feel like there's music missing, but I could be wrong. Oh, okay.
You check your settings? Is there like a separate... Okay.
You know, just, you know, there should be ambient music. Okay. Thank you, Jabberwocky, and hello. Okay. I am going to quit out then. There's not any music settings in the game, but if I quit out, I can poke at ScumVM here. So let's see if we can fix this. I thought that seemed odd. Okay, so I just have it on the default. Let's trying to think of what I usually do here. Oh, we do have an option for both text and speech, so I'm going to turn that on too. The volumes are all the way up, so that should be okay. Let's see if... Oh, okay.
What's that say?
It says subtitles are enabled, but subtitling in King's Quest VII was unfinished and disabled in the release version of the game. ScumVM allows the subtitles to be re-enabled, but because they were removed from the original game, they do not always render properly or reflect the actual game speech.
Okay.
So this is not a ScumVM bug, it is a problem with the game's assets.
Interesting.
Okay, I think in that case, I'm going to pop back out and turn them off. I feel like that could get confusing. It's a message you put in after enough people don't read the settings. Yeah. But let's see if the music is working now, at least. No. on Secret Crush, could you try like looking up King's Quest 7 Scum VM sound not working or something like that,
Sure.
just to try to figure out what I might be able to do to fix this? So I'm going to turn that back to speech. Oh, heck. I'm trying to think of what other settings I've tried that have worked well for other games. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, the last game I just turned on the MT32 emulator and that worked fine, but obviously is not working here.
I don't know if
Fluid
I
synth?
can comprehend enough of the results to help.
Mm-hmm.
There are lots of results from the ScumVM forums saying problems with King's Quest 7 music.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try this. I wish I... Oh, okay. We did... Whoop. Did that wrong. And now I've just completely quit ScumVM.
Is your ScumVM version also... like I said, I apologize if I'm asking stupid questions because I don't understand how the
Sure.
tech of any of what you're doing works.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is the ScumVM version that you are playing actually version 2.0?
Oh, no, this is 251. This is the latest version.
Okay. Because this one forum post is from like 2018, and the problem seems to be that the person was not playing on the latest version.
Okay. What was a good sound font? Try this one. Oh, whoops. Ended up with subtitles back on again somehow? Hey, okay.
Yay!
I'm gonna quit one more time just to fix that subtitle setting again, but at least we have things working. I must have hit cancel after I changed that or something. Okay. All right, sorry about that. When I tested things out, I just, sound was playing here and in the intro and stuff, so I just figured that was normal to not have any music in that first scene. And honestly, I don't want to play the game too much to spoil too much of the game for me, so did not realize anything was wrong. That's better. Turn it down a little bit. I wonder if the DOS version of King's Quest 7 would work with MT32 support. Interesting. Yeah, I think probably before next week's stream, I will mess around with things a little more just to make sure we're getting the best music possible. But I will keep that in mind. Less like a dramatic play. Yes, indeed. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm glad we realized that. So, so we know the jackalope has stolen the mouse's glasses. What if we poke the jackalope with a stick? No. What if we salt him? No. I'm out of ideas. What was I starting to write? I don't know. Jackalope took mouse's glasses. Yeah, I never had a MT32 emulator myself. I grew up with a Macintosh, which interestingly had pretty good sound in Sierra games out of the box. Certainly not like MT32 quality, but definitely better than like the typical PC of the time. I don't really know, like, when this game came out, I think we probably had a Windows 95 computer, and I'm not sure what kind of sound you would have gotten with that setup. Oh, okay. So now we had this drawing with 4 spots. So now we know what that is referring to. I think it's these 4 pots here. So the third one we want to dump our death water into? Is what I'm getting here? What's this little... What is death water?
Cute.
What is it?
I don't know. It's cute. It's a basket.
Okay.
We can open it. Oh, there's something in there. So this is kind of interesting. Like, you can spin this around, but just left and right. So, like, if you actually could look at this normally, it'd be a lot easier to spot this thing. But you gotta just spin it just right to see this yellow speck. Which is... I kind of think it's a corn. It's a corn. Will that suffice for the first diagram we saw? Or do we need a whole cob? Okay, this screen does not scroll. I gotta remember to look for the scroll bar before I start drawing. And it looks... Oh, is this the whole cave, actually? Let's examine these pots.
Huh. Did she just break one of them?
Hey, Daniel Albu. Great to see you. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If not, please let me know. Oh, I was just watching your entire playthrough of Phantasmagoria 2 today. I loved it. That's wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Daniel is a game developer and has been streaming with Paul Morgan Stetler. I think I got the name correct. The actor that played Curtis in Phantasmagoria 2. So it's great to have you here. Welcome. Also, I know you've been making this little... Phantasmagoria 2.1 game that, like, I haven't played it yet myself, but like I think incorporates like some making of materials and stuff like that, if I understand correctly. Feel free to share info about that. Also, if you would like to share a link to any of that, feel free to send them to Unsecret Crush.
That's me.
And she can post that in chat. But welcome. Great to see you. So I just broke a pot. I'm a little worried about that.
Like, did you just click on it and she just instantly shattered it?
I was looking down because I thought she would just, examine it and not break it.
Right.
But I heard like a shattering sound and it's gone now.
I also was not looking at the screen when I heard the shattering sound.
So I'm a little concerned about this. Yeah, she's just like kind of lightly touching it and it just crumbles to dust.
They're very fragile pots.
This makes me really curious about like the mechanics of this game because, like...
I'm getting awfully tired of this.
Like the Phantasmagoria games, like it's a more linear progression. Like, I assume you can't like soft lock in this game.
One hopes.
You know, we have like this chapter progress here. So like there's not really any way we could back up is what I'm saying. So is there some way we can get these pots back?
Okay, you got the right one.
Oh,
It's in your inventory.
that actually worked. Okay. Okay.
I assume that the one that did not crumble to dust immediately is the correct one.
Right. See, I was thinking, you know, we got 4 pots here. I was thinking this was the 4 things in this diagram we found outside. But maybe that's an incorrect assumption.
Oh, no matter which order you click them, the first 3 break, the 4th doesn't.
Well, that's interesting.
So,
Okay.
does that mean it's possible to get the wrong one? Or is there not such a thing as a right one in this context?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. But at least this gives us a container to collect some water in. Fourth one is always correct. It seems like we can't. I assume we would get an arrow if we could walk over this way, but I just wanted to double check. It's a bit, okay. Just wanted to show the queen being frustrated, I guess.
Knock her down,
So, I'm inclined to use this pot to collect some water? But maybe I can't do that. Okay. Death water. Maybe that pool in the other area is death water? Let's go find out. What is death water? Thank you for that follow. Okay, here we go. Okay. Also, like that chime we just got, I just realized there's no point system in this one, which is interesting. So let's look at this diagram again. And I'm going to draw it this time just to kind of... so I can refresh my memory as needed. So we got a pot full of death water. We've got crying into a bowl. And then also a big drop of death water into the bowl. We've got a hand with a corn on the cob. And then we drink from the bowl. I'm gonna see if I can put salt. Okay, I can't. I can't make salt water. I think we'll continue exploring then. Let's see where this goes. I don't know if this is gonna take us to the same area or a different. Okay. Good news, my map lines up correctly. Let's try going this way. Oh.
Eh?
Excuse me?
Mysterious stranger?
I feel like there's going to be a common theme in this game, but like I remember that character, remember nothing about them. But let's follow. They don't look great. Are they alive? Also, this was reminding me very much of the Endless Desert in King's Quest V.
Yeah.
Especially like there's an area where you can walk along a wall like this.
Right, right.
Are we going to eventually get to the temple?
You're even walking in the same direction.
Yeah. Hello, Dr. Shelby. Good to see you. Thank you. It just keeps on going, huh? So, like, we can... How did I do that before? At one point I went in the settings, and when I left the settings, it popped... Maybe I hit quit when it said that. Okay. I think that was it. So I guess you can't manually save unless you choose quit, it seems like. I'm honestly wondering, like, this has to be... Again, this is the version from GOG. We're not actually playing the CD version that I have, just because, you know, Oh, whoops.
The desert got me nowhere fast.
Did she just drop dead with no warning?
She just died. You have expired. Do you want to try again? No, that's it. We're done.
Odd that she didn't, like, complain about being thirsty or something.
Yeah, when in 5, when we were walking through the desert as King Graham, he would, I believe, comment that he would need to... I think it was more the narrator kind of commenting that you needed to find water soon. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've been taken back here. We still have the same... We didn't lose anything, basically. We just got backtracked a little.
Do you have any water in your clay pot yet?
Yes, I do have water in the pot, so perhaps I could have drank from the pot as we were... Should we try that again with less dying? I guess the question is, if that is the thing we need to do, when should I... Yeah, Daniel, I was talking about that earlier. It's interesting that this has a very similar UI to the FMV Sierra games, especially the first Phantasmagoria. Oh. Okay. I forgot I started up here before, so we're in a slightly different screen this time, but we saw that same person. It's fascinating how similar this is to that Endless Desert in 5. But I was saying, I don't know when to drink, so I guess I'm just gonna...
Well, Valanice, drinking a pot full of salt water wasn't the smartest thing you've ever done.
Okay.
Oh.
That was a very instant death for drinking salt water, though.
I mean, I suppose if you're already becoming dehydrated,
Right.
drinking salt water wouldn't help you much.
You know, I assume they're just trying to save us some time here, which is fair. But, you know, they could have at least gave us a little warning, like, you know, the first time you try it, she's like, ew, wow, that's salt water. Gross. Okay, so now we know we already have salt water, and I'm realizing now I should have realized that there were salt crystals next to that pool of water. So that's
where the salt crystals came from.
Yes.
Naturally.
That was my hint. Talked about the GOG version as opposed to the CD version. Don't get me started on that subject. Oh no. I would like to hear more though. Yes, we'll try again. So, okay. So what I'm getting here is we're going to need some real water if we want to go west. Do I? I'm just thinking about our various diagrams here. That happens a little bit too often. Oh yeah, preferably no spoilers. So hopefully the differences here don't spoil anything. Okay, so I can dump this in here. I'm just thinking maybe this is a tiers equivalent. That sounded positive. And then we have a single piece of corn, so we can put in this hand here.
Oh, salt water is death water.
Yeah. And then...
Did you already have that realization out loud?
And then the final icon in the diagram was drinking from the bowl. So... Did we somehow purify this water?
Ew, salty.
Okay, no.
But you didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, salty.
So... To me, that you salty suggests we didn't actually do anything, but I'm wondering if that's not correct. We just made drinkable salty water somehow. In order to release King's Quest VII in time for Christmas '94, Sierra Online released it with... Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, and I was like, I've got I have here my my boxed version of 2.0, and I know the original release was much rougher. Trailer itself contained one of the game's bugs in the gameplay reel. Yeah, I remember reading about that too. You got the first version. Oh no. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and try this. Okay,
Well,
it's still instantly killing
tossing
us.
a pot full of salt water wasn't the smartest thing you've ever done.
So presumably, if we've made drinkable water somehow, it will no longer taste salty when she tastes it. Oh, we no longer have our piece of corn, so I guess that's still in the statue's hand. I don't know what to make of this. Like, it seems like death water. We got that from the pool. There's tears. Maybe we need to cry into it, and like maybe to me, you know, this crying into the bowl made me think, we need to put salt water into the bowl. But it's showing separately this death water and crying. So maybe that's actually two separate things. Do we need to make Queen Valinus cry? And then corn in the hand, we only had a single kernel of corn, so maybe that wasn't enough.
You got cry into the bowl, Val.
Okay.
There you go. The importance of beta testing.
Can imagine how frustrating it is to play an adventure game in which you couldn't tell if what you're doing is wrong or if it's a bug. Yeah, for sure. Second version was released a year later in 1995 with many bug fixes and Windows 95 support, but for us, the players of the original version, the game left a bitter taste. I can imagine. That's why I always thought that the game should be renamed to King's Quest VII, The Importance of Beta Testing. So let's put this water back in. Okay. So now we get the water back out again.
Ew, salty.
It's still salty. So what are we missing? Do we need more corn? I guess I'm gonna say let's explore some more and we'll come back to this.
Are you supposed to drink the water, or are you supposed to give it to
Oh, more desert.
the statue or something else nearby that also has a face?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I do not know. I kind of wonder if we've maybe explored most of what there is to do without solving this puzzle, but we'll poke around some more. We have not gone over this way yet, so. Where can we get more corn? Does this tree have anything? I don't know why this tree just stands out to me. Ooh, okay. I feel like I should have extended this. I'm curious if this just takes us to that same area we've been to, or if it's something else. Hello, Junior Skeg. Let me know if I'm saying that correctly. Corn, corn, corn. That's what we're here for. Okay. So let's check out this temple? I don't know. Some kind of ancient structure. Neat. This sounds bad. Stick?
You might want to do something.
My stick's not working, and that's the only weapon I have. Oh.
What?
Well, that was too close for me.
What? I see. Is waving it the only thing you can do with the piece of cloth?
Stay away! No! Stop!
Oh.
Rip.
I've got to find a way to get rid of that horrible thing. Or at least distract it for a while.
Okay. So maybe I was on the right track there. Like, I just clicked on it with the petticoat scrap. Just to see what would happen. Because I couldn't think of any obvious solution to this problem. So I'm like, when you don't have an obvious solution, you just try things at random and see what happens. This is a Sierra game, after all. So maybe if we... I feel like this is going to kill me.
Stay away!
Or maybe it's a multi-part solution?
No! Stop!
Okay.
horrible.
Throw salt at it. No. Can we...
Stay away! No, stop!
Yes, the post-death commentary is nice, indeed.
I've got to find a way to get rid of that horrible thing. Or at least distract it for a while.
Like, I'm curious, when I click try again, it takes us straight to that area, but I don't know if that necessarily means I have what I need to get past this thing right now. And I feel like I must have been onto something with waving the scrap of cloth.
Stay away! No, stop!
Oh!
I've got to find
I
a
don't-
way to get rid of that horrible
I don't entirely follow, but I have a feeling that I need to tie the scrap of petticoat to the stick to make more of a flag.
Huh.
This is one of those things where I feel like it's part like what could I possibly do here, and part like I remember this a little bit from playing it before. There we go. So now we've got, oops, I guess I separated them. Interesting. But now we got a flag. Let's try that and see what happens. Oh! Okay. Is it just stuck there now? Are we good? Or is it gonna...
Maybe it'll tire itself out.
The police quest post-death commentary gives you life lessons in addition to hitting you over the head. Oh my gosh. I have never played the police quest games. I've been a little curious, but also, I don't know about that. It's very noisy.
Indeed.
But I've got map to draw, so we're just gonna have to live with it, I guess. There's my scorpion. Yeah, I'm curious how long it'll be held there. Surely this isn't a permanent solution, but it does seem relatively stuck. And it doesn't seem like there's anything else we could do. Oh my gosh. More symbols. So many symbols.
Have fun doing a puzzle with all that racket.
Oh.
What'd that do? Oh. It's still doing it.
What? Okay, so I can swap. Okay, I can swap these, but I can't pick them up. I think we need more information here. Oh, what is... Was this always here? This white...
No. That appeared.
Okay.
It's like a beam of light or something.
Was that when I rotated the...
When it... Whatever you did, and then it went back to the wide shot, with the scorpion and all, like a beam of light came in suddenly.
Okay.
And I assume that's what that is.
Okay. So I can put them here, and then like the two colors combine to make a certain color. I can't tell what this is. Oh, is that the scorpion? It looks kind of scorpion-like, doesn't it? Oh, it came out of the eye. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess I just took too long in there.
It's every graphic designer's favorite puzzle. Like I can see, you know, an idea of what I need to do. I don't know what my goal is yet. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more while we figure this out. So like I can put 2 gems in the hands and then I have a third one. I don't know if that's just like an extra thing to like make the puzzle more complex, or if I need to do something specific with it. It's interesting that I put one here. I don't know if there's... Oh. Okay. I guess I wanted green. What is this? It's an arrow. Turquoise piece. Oh, when we're looking at an inventory item, it makes the bad noise stop. That's good to know.
Hooray.
I don't know if this is the outcome of this puzzle or just another step in the journey. But I am reminded of that door, which had an arrow at the top of it, and I wonder if maybe this is the key to that door. Oh. Can I go up here? It doesn't look like. That's just the place where the scorpions come from. I'm gonna assume / hope we're done here. Okay. So there's still this. I do not know what to make of this. We again have like a container full of death water. We have 3 drops going onto the third of 4 things, emptying a bowl, and then the death water is gone? What? Okay. I feel pretty good that we have the key to this.
Incredible.
Turn this back up a little.
What's incredible specifically?
The arrow?
Okay.
Just the whole thing? I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. We can't use our turquoise arrow on this door at all. It's specifically a reaction to clicking on the arrow. Oh. Oh. Really? It's that kind of game, huh? We had to look at it closer, and now I can put the arrow in here. Oh!
Huh.
Do we need more pieces? Or another piece, at least? It kind of looks like. Okay. I should examine this a little better just to make sure I'm not missing anything about it. I don't think so. Okay, so we need more pieces to get this door open. Can I use a stick to get this fruit? Yes! I really didn't expect that to work. This is such a useful stick. A prickly pear. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what we're going to do with that. It seemed like I need water, right? But there's water dripping and I can't collect it in this pot.
Does the pot have something in it already, or
it's empty at the moment?
But it still won't let you collect the water.
Our death water is currently in the bowl of the statue next to the pool of death water.
And it just does nothing when you try to use them together.
Yeah, like there's not an interaction spot.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else we can do in here, but I'd take another look and also color it in. Oops. Let's look at this close up again. Oh, what if I dump salt water on the jackalope? Is that anything? Let's try it.
It's what he deserves.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I can get more salt water. That's interesting. There should be...
Ew, salty.
So can I put more? No, I can only put one container full of salt water in the bowl. Is it possible I put the corn there too soon? Is it possible I did things in the wrong order and that's why this didn't work?
The symbols don't necessarily indicate the corn going into the bowl.
No, I'm putting the corn in one of the hands.
Oh, I see.
You can put the corn in this hand up here.
I see.
Ew, salty.
Ew. Okay. Yeah, I will let you know if I want a hint. I'm not quite there yet. Okay, I can't dump salt water on the jackalope. I'm still trying to figure out what this graphic means. But the 4 blank spots, like, it's sure seems like that the only thing we've seen where there's 4 spots are those bowls. Okay, I can't. I don't know, maybe this is just in a way I don't quite follow, trying to communicate a way to get an empty container, like... Would the jackalope want a prickly pear, perhaps? No. Can we use any of our inventory items on the jackalope? I do have this basket that we got the kernel of corn from. Not sure what we could do with that. Oh, can we go this way? Oh, more desert. So the main thing I'm getting here is I feel like we've now been to all the areas we can go to without dying of thirst. Seems like. So we've got to figure out how to get drinkable water, and I feel like that the little puzzle with the statue has to be the solution to that. So my thought is that's got to be solvable with the items I have. It's just a matter of figuring out what I'm missing. Like doing wrong, not necessarily missing an item. I do want to pop back in here and see if... Oh, it's just gone. Or is it going to come out? Interesting. Oh, can I do the same trick again? Just not a very bright scorpion, I guess. Well, that's useful, I guess. Can I defeat the scorpion in any way? Doesn't seem like it. Is it possible there's more to this puzzle? It gives the appearance of looking...
That looks like it's attached to the altar.
It gives the appearance of looking relatively complex, which I guess is the main reason I feel like I'm missing something.
Do you know where the stones you have came from?
They came from these 3 holes here.
That one on the front, I wasn't sure if that was a 4th hole that you hadn't gotten a stone out of yet, but I see. This
one here is just, I think it's just a spot to rest your extra stone.
Okay.
My thought is maybe there's some way we can rotate this center thing, and then we can... This scorpion.
Have you what have you tried already?
My thought is maybe there's some way we can rotate the center statue, and then the beam will shine onto different squares, and then we have to come up with the right color, and then maybe that's how we get the other pieces of the arrow.
The beam of light that is currently touching something. You thought that was depicting the scorpion?
I honestly have no idea what this is supposed to be.
Okay.
I was I was trying to figure out what this is a little diagram of. It looks like almost a spider or a scorpion, but once I figured out that green was the correct color, I'm now thinking maybe it's supposed to be a plant.
Oh, what made you think green was the correct color?
Oh, because that got us that turquoise arrow.
Okay.
Excuse me.
But I mean, you might have multiple goals. But let me tell you the dumb idea that I had. The scorpion is purple.
Right.
You have a blue and a red stone. Maybe you're supposed to make a purple beam of light, and then something will happen to the scorpion.
I did try purple.
Okay.
And it did not do anything.
Okay. Never mind then. I've got nothing.
But like this thing as a whole seems fairly complex, and I feel like there's got to be more to it. We were able to interact with the statue, but now I can't anymore. Oh wait, what? One of the stones disappeared.
Huh.
Okay, now it's back. That was weird. Like it wasn't showing it as the cursor anymore. It was just kind of gone. Oh, what's this? She's holding her hands up. What am I missing here? I should probably leave before this guy gets unstuck, huh? Oh. It won't let me interact with the puzzle anymore. She just keeps holding her hands up.
Huh.
Oh, well. I guess so.
It is a bit past the time when you would normally take a break.
Yeah, I keep thinking about that. Which sometimes I come up with good ideas while I'm on a break. So I guess I'll go ahead and do that. And hopefully I'll come back with a solution. Back in just a few. Okay. I can't say that I have any ideas. But I do perhaps have a renewed determination, and perhaps that's the thing that matters most. I think mostly I kind of want to experiment with the statue some more.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it possible that you don't yet have all the things that you need to deal with the scorpion?
Honestly, my feeling is that that is how I deal with the scorpion. Like, I suspect I don't need to do more than that.
But I mean, it's not a permanent solution.
Do I need a permanent solution?
Well, you need, I don't know, I'm guessing. Something needs to happen, and then you need to, and when it has happened, you will look at it and say, yes, this accomplished something. I do not feel that this has occurred yet. Because the scorpion eventually breaks free, and then you die, right?
Sure, but as long as I've done what I need to in that room, who
Sure.
cares?
How do you know if you've done what you need to?
I'm just saying I can go back and trap the scorpion as many times as I want.
Sure.
Yes, salty.
Salty.
Can we cry in here some more?
Exactly. How do I know when I am satisfied?
Salty.
Can I put more food up here? Is that... So I'm trying to figure out that. I'm trying to find the other pieces for this, I assume, door key. I've got to get the glasses back from the jackalope.
Did you ever try throwing salty water on him?
I did. It would not let me.
That's weird.
I believe I went through my entire inventory and I could not do anything to these holes where the jackalope is. So rude. I thought maybe I could offer a prickly pear. Maybe it would be nice to me after I give it some food, but no, not even that. I do wonder if maybe I could use a little hint.
I would say that you could use a hint.
Jabberwocky, if you're still there, if you could try to offer a subtle hint. I prefer, if possible, to have like something to guide me in the right direction rather than outright tell me what to do. But if there's something like that you can think of to share, let me know. Like I said, I got a few different things I feel like I'm trying to figure out, and I don't even know which one to focus on. But I feel like I've got to be missing something with the statue and the water and all that. Like, it seems like surely I have everything to figure that out. Is this another fruit I can gather? No? Interesting. Here they come again. I guess it's just the jackalope that comes around. I feel like the first time it happened, there were 2 characters there.
I only remember seeing jackalope.
Okay. I could have been wrong. I thought there were 2 at first. And my thought was that maybe the first time the jackalope was chasing after the mouse.
Could be.
And now that it got its glasses, it's just the jackalope.
I mean, I only remember the jackalope, but that doesn't mean that I'm correct.
You missed some dialogue.
Sorry.
How can I possibly get down there?
Okay, so she wants to go down there, which I agree, it does look interesting.
You just gotta find the hidden Korok, and then it'll go yahaha, and then the water will drain away, right?
Ah. If anyone in chat can offer a hint, please feel free. In case Jabberwocky is not available at the moment, I will take a hint from anyone. Oh. Oh. Okay. I've got. Okay. Here's the 4. And that matches up with this.
Okay.
Oops. This part of the diagram here. Thank you. Okay.
Ew, salty.
It's still salty, but maybe we needed to.
Is the corn in the hand?
The diagram says Deathwater, do that, bowl upside down, empty container.
Ew, salty.
Cool.
Salty.
I'm just thinking. Also, we got another hint from 6-7. That spot where the water is dripping, is that like some form of irrigation? Actually, I guess I don't know if that's a hint or just wondering out loud.
Or possibly a joke that I don't get.
I don't know, and I couldn't figure out any way to interact with that dripping water. Like, I don't know if this is like possibly the statue ends up drinking the water or something, or if like, I'm inclined to think, since it's right in front of this pool of water, the statue gives us some way to drain this pool so we can go down there. Initially, I was kind of thinking it might somehow purify the water, but I feel like that's probably not correct. You have a seed on you, don't you? We have a piece of corn. You think I should put that in the dripping water? Oh, and then...
Oh, because it's only
maybe that gets us.
The picture is an ear of corn.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Man, if only that's how gardening worked.
Like, that didn't really occur to me because it doesn't make a lot of sense. We haven't been given any reason to think any of this stuff is magical.
Oh, what a beauty.
Okay, but now we have a whole ear of corn. I feel like we're getting somewhere here. Yeah, that's the kind of thing where, like, I can accept this, but, like, I feel like you should offer a hint. Like, give me some reason to think that this, you know, either the kernel is magic or the water is magic. Okay. It's gripping that corn real good now. I don't think we're getting that corn back. But I feel like we're still missing...
Ew, salty.
Still salty. Oh.
What happened? Heard...
I turned
the head.
I turned the head around again, and the bowl like did something, and now all of our items are gone.
Okay.
Fresh.
There you go.
We did it! Fresh water! Except my container...
What about your container?
is full of salty water. I don't know how to empty that. Like at one point I got more salty water in it.
Right.
And then now I don't...
That seems bad.
Fresh.
Like, I assume just tasting a drop of fresh water here is not useful.
Right.
Drink the salty water. Like, that's kind of the only thing I can think of, is maybe if I drink it, I'll die, and then when I'm alive again. Oh! Okay.
Okay.
Fresh.
Okay, we got there. Previously, anytime I used the container on her, she would drink it and die. Maybe that was because I was already in like the endless desert area.
Right.
Also, like, I keep thinking, okay, I should save now, but I can't save. It's a very weird feeling when playing a King's Quest to not be able to save. Okay. So hopefully we can follow this person now. As I've stated before, I still don't know when I should drink my water. But we got 3 screens out, so let's go... Save, yes. So let's go at least a screen or 2. I think I'll go 1. And then I'll drink the water. Hey, Flaming Bee. You can save by selecting quit, and it gives you an option to make a bookmark and keep playing. Oh, we can keep playing. Okay. But also, I feel like, is that necessarily useful?
Well, the Flaming Bee goes on to say it's pretty handy since this game can crash on you.
Oh, good to know. I feel like I am playing it in Scum VM, so that might help with the crashing issues, but let's go ahead and do that. Your game has now been saved here. Whoops. I accidentally clicked on something. My bad. Continue. Okay. You get control back as he's walking off. Oh. Interesting. If it's in Scum VM, you're right. It's not likely to crash, but it never hurts just in case. Yeah, for sure. could you give Flaming Bee a shout out, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, let's drink some of our fresh water. Honestly, I was a little worried we'd die for some other weird reason, but we're good. The next question is, does this still have water in it, or is it empty now? Kind of can't tell. Like, I assume she drank all of it? Kingdom Hearts, nice. Plot twist, all water can be death water.
Excuse me,
Ah.
sir?
What do you want of me?
I am Valenice of Daventry, good sir. I wonder if you might tell me where I am?
You are far away from life and
Shit.
love
Shit.
and hope. You are surrounded by dust, and it is dust you shall become.
You are so pale, traveler. Are you...
I lost my life in this cursed desert. Now I must wander, tormented by everlasting, burning thirst.
Is there anything I can do?
Leave this place if you can. The portal through the mountains, the mouth of the great Stonehead, was closed by an evil enchantress. Legend says that it can be opened, but I know not how.
No.
Go now.
I was getting ready to write down hints, but no.
This thirst drives me mad, and I know not what it will make me do.
Should I have offered him some water?
I wonder if that would do anything.
Also, he went south now. That's different. Like, I keep drawing this desert, but I don't know if it's actually worthwhile. Like, everything he just said to me suggests... Oh.
That seems bad.
Oh.
Drinking that water didn't help me for long, did it? This
No.
desert is treacherous.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's some kind of like you stood in one place for too long death.
I honestly, it's hard to tell. Do we just have to figure out how to get somewhere useful in the desert, or do we not actually need to go through the desert? Very hard to
I mean, if you had been able to...
we're still in the desert.
Okay.
Before, when we died in the desert, it took us back.
I was gonna say, if you were able to speak to him the first time you encountered him before you had drank the water, maybe you could have offered him the water. But that's apparently not useful now. Because you drank the water.
Right. Right now, I'm just kind of seeing what happens. How far can I go? There he is again. Let's see if... Oh. Disappeared too fast for me to even try that. I suppose maybe we got taken back to before I had talked to him. So let's...
Sir!
What do you want?
Yeah, I think the pot is empty now. So I think we should go back and get more fresh water. Also, I'm very curious, like, do we have an infinite supply of fresh water now, or is it gonna, like... I don't know. I also, like, you know, the game took me back to some spot in the desert. I don't know which space that was. Like, I think it was probably around here, but I don't know exactly where I am right now. I just remembered the instruction manual said I could press plus or minus to adjust speed. I don't know if that necessarily works in Scum VM or not. Doesn't seem like anything is happening. I feel like I'm very lost. I feel like I gotta be east of the starting point by now, right? These screens are actually different. Like when you're in the middle of the desert, I feel like every screen looks exactly the same. I kind of think it's just looping through a couple of them, though. The cursor keeps jumping around. All right, I'm gonna... Oh, it's interesting. I guess we're halfway through chapter 1 now. Like, I can't seem to get out of the... It just saved. I didn't even think of that.
What? What happened?
I wanted to go back to, like, the non-desert area. And I was like, oh, if I go back to my last save, then I can do that. But it just auto-saved when I quit. So I can't actually do that.
Well, I guess you live in the desert now.
I don't know, maybe it's possible that's not what I need to do right now. Since I drank the water, like, obviously I can't offer any water, but maybe this guy would like my prickly pear. I mean, I assume it's got some water in it, right? South, you can go south. I've only gone a couple screens south. No, okay. I can't use the pair on him. Mostly I went back to the wall because I was trying to get back to that, you know, this non-endless area to see if I could get some more water, which we could then offer to this guy.
Sir!
What do you want?
Okay, so this gives us an opportunity to try giving him things. Do you want a basket? No. Oh no. What? Huh. Oh, yikes. What?
Water didn't help me for long.
That was odd.
This desert is treacherous.
Like the tornado sprite was missing or something?
Yeah, I don't know. And then she lost all her skin. Does a tornado do that? That doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw a message from Flaming Bee. If you want to increase the game speed, you can repeatedly press the plus button. Just be aware it sometimes like to reset itself to the default. Yeah, like you got plus and equal on the same. Like I'm pressing shift plus, but it doesn't seem like it's making that much difference. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit faster.
I completely did not notice some whispers from like an hour ago.
Oh, jeez.
It's just a request for an additional shout out, actually.
Oh. I'd go one screen south of the cliff and go to the right until you reach a non-desert map. Yeah, I did press it several times.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Definitely recommend checking out Curtis Craig Talks.
And apologies that I did not notice that until now.
That, as I mentioned earlier, is the actor that played Curtis in Phantasmagoria 2. Has been streaming, sometimes with Daniel Abu, and sometimes with, like on Mondays, he's been doing streams with the actress that plays Adrienne in Phantasmagoria 1. They've been playing through the first game. He's done interviews with Ouchies.
Uh-oh. Goodbye, skin.
People from different
Drinking that water didn't help
different
me for
Sierra
long.
games and all kinds of interesting stuff.
This
So
desert is treacherous.
She doesn't really need her skin, right?
so 6-7 suggested I'd go one screen south of the cliff and go to the right until you reach a non-desert map. I honestly, like, at this point I have no idea if I'm west or east of the main area. Also, like, this should take us back to this area since we're in line with that. We're just gonna do a whole Lost in the Desert stream, apparently. I wish I could at least, like, skip ahead or something. If you're on the wrong side of infinite, then you'd probably just be better off restarting a chapter. Yeah, I guess that's... It might be faster at this point to redo everything. Oh, okay, we made it back. Whew. Desert Rock Simulator. Okay, so now we can refill this, or can we? Where is the life-giving water, nectar of the gods?
I guess Valinus just isn't quite as poetic as her husband.
Honestly don't know.
Ew,
Okay.
salty.
So, I'm gonna ask a yes/no question. Am I right in thinking that we should offer the desert ghost some water? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I go. Like, I assume I can just redo the whole process again to make more. I just wanted to make sure before I spend the time to do that. Thank you all. Oh, I missed that.
How strange. The gourd split in the sun. It looks like there's a loose seed in there.
Oh. A gourd seed. Can we plant this too? No.
I guess
Oh. what
gourds and
happened
corn
here
are
to-
not good companion plant opportunities.
Look at those beautiful corns. Okay, so...
We got some corn we should eat.
Oh, we do. Nice. So I've got another ear of corn. We need some more salt water, I think, still. And then we need to cry on demand by looking at our comb. It didn't seem like the order was important, so... whoop. Oh. Oh, was there still water in there?
Ew, salty.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I did pour water in before? Okay. So we're gonna dump this out again. And then get our fresh water.
Fresh.
Okay. So I really wish this just had a normal save system. And then we can continue. I don't know if that's useful aside from dealing with potential crashing. Like, I guess I could maybe command Q to quit the game without doing another autosave. That might work. So we're here now. If I get lost in the desert again, I'm definitely going to try that. Oh, back and forth to make him appear. That's a good idea. Thank you for the suggestion. So we'll just go back and forth between these two squares. There we go.
Sir!
Please have some water.
What do you want?
Try and give this water.
I wish to give this to you, traveler.
Is it truly sweet water, lady?
Just normal
Could
kind.
it really be? I thought my thirst would torture me forever. How can I thank you?
Can you help me escape this desert?
I do not know how to open the portal, but there is something I can do. Follow me.
Okay. Oh. It's automatic.
Watch out, your skin! Are these his bones?
Is that...
Yes, that is all that remains of Colin Farwalker,
Oh,
the great adventurer.
shoot.
He
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't be. Your gift of water has given me peace. We must hurry. I haven't much time left on this earthly plane. I wish to give you something.
Huh. Is that a jar full of spiders?
I thank you, good sir.
Oh,
May it help you in your journeys, my lady. Farewell.
bye. Huh. Yeah, I did. Was that bad?
You didn't just take the bag and all of its contents automatically?
Yeah, like I assumed I could take both. It bug reducing powder. This might get rid of the scorpion at least.
Yeah.
But like rope seems useful.
I assume that you got the pouch and everything in it.
I did not get the rope.
Did you get the pouch?
No.
Okay.
Like I clicked on the bug reducing powder and then it took me out of the close up automatically as soon as I took it.
Okay.
And then he said something and then the whole pouch disappeared. You can move on with either of them. Okay. I kind of figured that's interesting. I guess I'll stick with my choice. So where am I now? I guess I'm gonna try going north. Also, what is this? Is that something I want? Okay, it is. Hunting horn. Sure. Okay. Oh, I could have given him salt water. Fascinating. It seems kind of rude, but it's interesting that that is an option. I like taking the powder because that's the only way you can get the horn, and I love to honk my way through this game.
Oh dear, the horn is clogged with sand. Being long-winded comes in handy sometimes.
Dang.
That's a horn, all right. Okay. Bug reducing powder. I don't know if that'll work on the scorpion, but like, I can't not try it, right? I mean, a scorpion's not really a bug, right?
It's an arthropod? But I don't know if that's the same thing. Also, I could very easily be wrong about that.
Make my flag again. And no. Okay. Interesting. So okay. They should have saved the bug reducing powder for the game itself.
Heyo.
So I've made some progress. When you give him salt water, he gets mad. It scared me a lot as a kid. Oh no. Do you still... Does he not... Do you not get the reward then if you do it that way, it sounds like? Alright, I have this gourd seed now. What the heck do I do with the gourd seed? I didn't think there'd be so much farming in this game. Can't remember if there's a death scene or not, but it definitely doesn't help you. Okay. So can I get even more corn? Infinite corn?
Oh, what a beauty.
I've been checking out the various holes. I just haven't found anything to do with them yet. I know the jackalope's down in here. Oh. I got an idea.
Here it comes, you little fiend.
Got him.
I got you, didn't I?
Sure did. And now I got the glasses. Wonderful. Yep, those are glasses, all right. Now I can return them.
This is all I have to say. Go away, go away!
Here
You sure about that?
Oh joy, oh joy, oh happy me! I can see, I can see! Thanks to you, I'm not afraid. Now I'm free to deal and trade.
So what can we do
Don't mind
here?
the chat. The day is fading. Come, Valenice, let's do some trading.
Oh, so I can just offer him an item. That's kind of scary. What? You want some salt?
A tasty grain of salt. Will you take a chocolate malt?
Sure.
Tempting, but no thank you. I'm trying to watch my figure.
You're in the desert, Valinus. You're on vacation.
So, based on that, I'm assuming we can only do a trade that is beneficial to us.
A juicy, sticky, spiky fruit. Would you like a chewed-on boot?
That doesn't sound useful.
No, thank you.
So, basically, we're being offered something that rhymes with what rhymes with bug powder? All I can think of is chowder.
Oh my goodness. Magic dust. Would you take
Dust.
an old bread crust?
I don't think so.
Oh, we're done now? I was still bargaining. Sir?
Would you like to trade with me? You won't believe what you will see. Oh, what a lovely golden ear. Would you like a broken clockwork gear?
No, that's all right.
A mighty horn of tarnished brass. Would you take a box of broken glass?
I think not.
Got some weird items to trade, buddy.
Yeah.
A charming woven basket. Let me find my silk-lined casket.
I knew it was going to be a
No,
casket.
That's all right.
We can just restore if we die, so we don't need a casket.
Seed. For that, I'll offer this blue bead.
That sounds like a good deal.
Okay. I'm guessing that's all we need.
That's a simply smashing stick. How about a fat deer tick?
No.
No?
I mean, no thank you.
Absolutely not.
What a skillful work of clay. I'll trade you a bale of moldy hay.
No thank you.
The lovely lady shows me gold. How would you like some fine blue mold?
No, thank you. I don't want to trade this. You see, it belongs to my daughter. Have you seen her?
A princess fair with golden hair?
That's the one.
Have you seen my Rosella?
Seen her, lady? Sadly, no. But I hear tales from winds that blow from far away, from the west. My sources are the very best. They tell me that the brave troll king has lost his heart and given a ring to a lovely princess he plans to wed. A foreign princess, it is said.
A foreign princess? Well, that could be her. Do you know anything more?
To find out more, you'll have to go beyond the woods and far below.
Okay. Alright, that's all our items. So, assuming we just needed this bead. I don't know if this is a bead we could use with that. It doesn't look transparent. Translucent like the ones in that puzzle thing. Also, I feel like there was already a blue one. But that's all I can think of to do with that. Bye. Oh, yeah, I was gonna grab this. Same to you, buddy. Just a tuft of fur. I wonder if that's a thing we could trade. Jackalope fur. What rhymes with fur? I got nothing.
Would you like to trade with me? You won't believe what you will see. Yuck. Fur from that horrid beast. I don't want it in the least.
Oh. I guess that makes sense. Okay, bye. So, we still need to find some, pieces of the arrow key. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else we were working on. I think that's maybe it at this point. Can only have one corn at a time, I guess. Can I try looking at these prints? I guess I can't. So... yeah, I did do the necklace lineup thing on the big statue. They're all lined up. That was necessary to... I wonder. I was wondering if that might affect the situation here somehow, but it doesn't look like it. I do appreciate the hint 6-7, but I would prefer not quite so many hints unless asked for. But yes, I will go check the pictogram. It's interesting. I wouldn't have expected anything to change there. Or maybe I'm just missing something. Where's the other pictogram? I assume we're trying to figure out this. Like, I was wondering if this pictogram might be like explaining how to empty this pool, and like I wonder if maybe this statue has like two modes basically: water purification mode and pool emptying mode. So maybe with the head turned around, we're in pool emptying mode. like the pictograms on the base of the statue seem to suggest, like, you know, here's how to purify water, and then the final drawing is here's you drinking and enjoying drinking water. So like that seems like a complete process that we have now been through. But these series of steps, like we lined up the necklace which matched these drawings, but we didn't really do this last bit. So my thought is we put salt water in, and then we've already lined up the necklace. But then, like, this next one is like a bowl turned upside down. I don't think there's, or is there a way we can?
Ew, salty.
I don't know if we're supposed to empty the bowl. Like the drawing almost makes it look like there's some way to get the statue to turn the bowl upside down.
It looks like he's expecting something. Ew, salty.
I don't know why I keep clicking on that and expecting something different to happen. I forgot about this blue bead we got.
Salty.
Oh. Let's go look at this drawing again. I kind of wonder if it's maybe not telling us to do something with water. It's just trying to show the pool of water. Like this is the pool of water. It's telling us to line up the necklace with the 3 dots there. Hey! Oh, wrong button. Hello, Culinary Disaster and friends. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you all here. I'm Robot Spacer, if you don't know me already. This is Unsecret Crush in the background, my wife. And we're playing King's Quest VII. We got the big old box and everything. Version 2.0. I did check during the break, and the version we got from GOG is 2.0.b. So I believe we're playing the latest and most bug-free version. Sekiro. Oh, how is Sekiro going? I believe you've completed that game many times before, right? So we're trying to figure out this puzzle we've got. I think this is illustrating a pool of water we're trying to empty, and then there's a necklace that matches up with this three slots and the 3 blue dots. And I feel like this is the thing I'm not figuring out. I guess it's possible it's not a bowl depicted here, or maybe there is some way to turn the bowl upside down. But then I think once we figure out this third step, it will empty the pool for us, and then we can finally go down there. It's great. Ellie and I both defeated a few bosses each. Nice. So what's this step we can't figure out? Jackalope is so rude. What if I honk the horn at him? Oh, I can't do it.
That trick only work once?
Yeah, I guess so. I was hoping, he keeps harassing me. I should be able to continue harassing him, right? It's only fair.
Exactly.
Need help? Not yet. I'm real close, but I feel like I wanna experiment a little bit more before I ask for another hint. It's always tricky, right? I don't want to spend too much time flailing my arms and just trying different things over and over again. But at the very least, I feel like we got this blue bead. Maybe I can do something with this. Let's give that a shot.
This is however many times we've encountered the scorpion so far today. I am suddenly realizing what this combination of scorpion noise and music is reminding me of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh!
Da-da-da-da, dun, dun, dun. Like whenever something really intense is happening.
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's wild! Also, I gotta turn this down because it's so much. Okay.
I will say, I'm pretty sure Evangelion debuted a year after this game came out. It could have been an inspiration for all we know. I don't know how likely that actually is.
Okay, let me ask this. Am I done with this, or is there more to do here? Do I have to have a stone up there?
You gotta break through the scorpion's AT field.
Yeah, exactly.
I like how you're asking for hints as the Stream Elements timer goes off, saying no hints.
Well, unless I specifically asked for them. You got the turquoise part, it's done. Okay, thank you. Okay. What am I missing? I feel like the third step in the diagram has to be this bowl being upside down.
It looks like he's expecting something.
I guess one thing that's thrown me off is it seemed like I needed to set the necklace like this in order to do the other series of steps that did not show the necklace. Or, oh no, actually, it was probably the corn. We didn't have a full ear of corn. That was what finally did it. It's just I figured out the necklace first, so I was thinking that was part of the solution. Okay. So that makes sense now. But obviously I'm still missing something here. I just can't make sense of what it is. I guess I could use a hint. Could blow my horn at it. What on the statue is keeping the bowl in place currently? Like, it seems like this hand, and like, I've tried to... I swear I've clicked this spot. Are you kidding me? Thank you.
You had to find just the right pixel.
I tried click, like, I was clearly, like, I was probably just a little bit too far right, but, you know, my thought was, you know, I need to interact with this hand to get it to turn the bowl upside down, and I clicked on it thinking this is what I'm trying to do, and she would just walk over and taste the water and say, ew, this is salty. If you can't do something you want to do, try a pixel hunt. Yes, that is certainly good Sierra game advice. Thank you all. But we did it. Whew. Okay. Oh, these look like pieces of that arrow. Mm-hmm. Interesting. There's two. Is this another thing where we only get to choose one? Like, this looks like the section we're missing. It was hard to tell if it was going to be one section missing or two. But I feel like this will complete it.
Like some kind of offering bowl.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Huh.
I suppose you can't just take things out of an offering bowl.
Oh.
There's a little Indiana Jones situation, I think, which I kind of suspected when she made that comment.
Gonna run for the spear.
We've got this bead. I don't know if that's like enough weight to match.
Doesn't
Yeah, I do
necessarily
feel
have
like
to match weight though.
Right, like it's
It's
turquoise,
something.
so maybe we just need a turquoise
Right.
item. Oh.
I mean, you can't.
Okay. Oh. I was thinking we'd want to do a swap. But I think we're good now?
Yeah, it
Okay.
nodded.
Yeah.
It's the universal sign of that's fine.
I think we're done here, but I'm going to draw this screen real quick here. Okay. So, can we get through that door now? I think we might be able to. Statue animation felt more like an evolution of the King's Quest VII style than the characters, which are wildly different. Yeah, like I assume, you know, it's this kind of like animation style is always interesting when you need to like animate a otherwise static object, right? Because generally, like, you know, your living creatures are this flat cell shaded style, but then the backgrounds are, you know, a more natural painted style. So if you need to animate something in the background, does it suddenly become cell shaded, or you do something like that where it's these scrolling screens always throw me off, because like I'll click on the side and I expect her to stop when she gets to where I clicked, but she'll just keep going. Okay, this is gonna be complete now.
It won't go in.
Oh.
If I have to put them together first.
Yeah, I was wondering, because like it's got a ridge on it, so I need to take it out and combine them. There we go. Puzzle. It's interesting that in this they're not actually together, but there we go. Nice. Oh no. Oh.
Oh. But you got a chapter 2, not a game over, so...
Yeah, I think that's like a little teaser. We're gonna have to deal with this situation in chapter 3.
In chapter 3?
Yeah, I think we're gonna switch to Rosella now.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Gotcha.
So that's like our cliffhanger that we'll come back to in the 3rd episode. So I think this is a good stopping point, but I want to see how this chapter starts out. So we'll check that out, and then I think we'll wrap up for the day.
Rosella, you look different.
Unexpected.
Welcome, most beautiful of princesses.
Who are you, sir?
I am King Otar Fenris III, ruler of the Volcanics Underground. And you are the Princess Rosella, yes?
I am, Your Majesty. How do you know me? Where am I? I saw a beautiful castle before. Where could I find it, please?
Castle? Oh, that. It's a dull place. You wouldn't like it. Oh my, I wasn't expecting this.
Your Majesty, what weren't you expecting? What's going on?
I wasn't expecting you to be so lovely, my lady. You will be the most radiant bride in all the world.
Bride? See here, King Otar, I'm very honored and all, but I can't marry you. I don't even know you. Now, if you'll excuse me...
A troll, dear lady.
A troll? Oh!
Please don't be sad, princess. You make a lovely troll. Simply stunning troll.
I'm a troll? How can I be a troll? I'm not a troll, am I?
You just said you're a troll.
Princess. Let me escort you to your chamber. Perhaps you'll feel better if you rest.
A troll?
Troll, huh?
Yeah. I mean...
What?
Is that his ex?
Troll! I can't believe I'm a troll! And not just any troll. Oh no, I'm engaged to the Troll King. How lucky can a girl get?
Okay. And then that's the end of the scene. We're playing now. Okay. So, we will wrap up here and continue next time in chapter 2. I'm glad we finally made it out of the desert, at least partway. I'm curious where Valinus is going to be exactly next time. And of course, here's our map of the desert. Did not map out the full endless desert, but pretty much goes all around as far as I could tell. This room is enough to give our castle decorator a case of the papers. So, I feel like so far this game is kind of fitting with what I remembered. It's interesting, like the one thing I do kind of feel like the they got rid of all the different icons to choose like your verb, right? And now you just have a single like interaction. Either you're directly interacting with something or you're using an inventory item on something. And I feel like honestly that doesn't really seem like it makes things easier necessarily. Like I kind of feel like that's fine. Like except for some unusual cases, it was generally fairly obvious which verb you would use with each, object. So it doesn't seem like that much is lost there. I honestly feel like I get what they were going for with the save system, and like, you don't have any soft locking to worry about. If you die, they just take you back to the last, safe point in the game. And I get the idea there, but like, that part where I got kind of stuck in the desert, like it would have been really helpful to go back to a safe known point. So I feel like they could have at least left the option to manually save, which I guess is kind of how I feel about autosaves in general. Like it's fine, and it's good to not leave someone screwed if they forgot to save, but like it's worth still having a manual save there, just so people can have control if they want it. Anyways, go look up a map of the endless desert. You're surprisingly close. Interesting. Very interesting. So thanks y'all for hanging out. There's my schedule and Unsecret Crush's schedule. We will continue this game in 1 week. Unsecret Crush will be streaming on Monday. Yep. Persona 3 Monday.
That's the plan.
And then back to the Genshin on Thursday.
Yeah, 2.7's out next week.
Nice. And on Tuesday, I will be starting the Colonel's Bequest, which I'm very excited about. A very different era of Sierra. Maybe my favorite era? Definitely somewhere in between like that.
That's enough of my face.
That late style with the like, Colonel's Bequest, King's Quest 4, like that era, and then like onto King's Quest 6, like that range, like that's ideal Sierra for me. So I'm excited to check that out for the first time. So let's see if we can find someone to raid here. Find another cool stream to check out. We might just hop on over and say hello to Can't Stop the Kittens. Unsecret Crush raided on over there the other day, but says Retro Roulette. I can't tell exactly what this game is. I looked at it first, so I was like, is that Super Mario RPG? But no, that's not at all. But it's an interesting, like, isometric 3D style. I'm very curious what this is. The SCI text parser area. Yes, that is some good stuff for sure. Hopefully I'm spelling this right. Yep. So yeah, thanks again, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. I hope you have a nice weekend, and I hope we'll see you around. So take care, y'all. Bye.